And welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Evermore. Okay, it's only been like 5 seconds since I recorded the last episode, but despite everything that happened, I'm in the mood to continue. Which is unusual after setbacks like that, but we got an old buddy we need to meet. Did I already pass it? What's up here? Should be it. No. Where are you? This side? Alright. This guy should be familiar if you've played, well, let's just talk to him. What do we have here? You're not from Ebon Keep or Ivor Tower as far as I can tell. No, we're from Podunk. Can't say that I've heard of Podunk. Maybe you've heard of me. The name's Cecil, Baron Castle. Heard about my victory over Zoromus? Well, me? Yes, of course I have. Now I've settled down with my wife Rosa, and we live a quiet life here in Ebon Keep. Is all this armor yours? Yes, this is my business. I sell items that have accumulated over the years. It's nice, but business has been slow lately. Well, with most people leaving for Ivor Tower. Why didn't you leave, too? Just stubborn, I guess. We didn't feel right about it. Still don't. You seem like a nice kid, but you're never going to get anywhere with that chintzy armor. Let me suit you up in style. Since you heard of my adventures, I feel like we're old friends, so I'll give you a special deal. Okay. Now, if you've been living under a rock or just haven't played the old Final Fantasy games, Cecil was the main character in Final Fantasy IV, which was originally released on the Super Nintendo's Final Fantasy II in North America. But Cecil was the main character, and Rosa was a white mage in the game that eventually became his wife. It doesn't explicitly say, but I definitely think there was definitely romantic undertones from the beginning, so I think they were pretty much lovers from the beginning. You know, they never came straight out and say it, but in the beginning of the game, Rosa was very supportive of him, and just the music they played and the way they talked, it made it seem like they already had a relationship, even if it wasn't that serious. Anyway. And Zoromus was the final boss of the game, Zemus's true form. So anyway, stuff. More stuff. We want that defender collar. You know what? I think we want one of all these. Appreciate your business. Take this powerful weapon with you. I found it one of my adventures in the jungle on the plateau. We got the bazooka back, and one thunderbolt projectile, which is sadly pretty weak. But we haven't used the bazooka since the very beginning of the game. And, well, we'll be making use of it, not in the near future, but it's nice to have it back. Alright, what was I looking for? Equipment. 55 to 73. 54 to 72. 50 to 65. Let's not forget the dog this time. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Can I sell some stuff? Oh, my God. How did I get 3 of those? Just be careful. Trying to be careful to go slow so I don't accidentally sell something I already have. Or something I have equipped, that is. And not mad, and made, what was I, 33.16, so over 1,300, that's not terrible. All I have left was changed money, so don't need any of that. Are you sniffing Cecil? Now that we've talked him over there. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well, let's go to the inn, then. Well, hey, it's Cecil again. Hey, Shin, nice to see you again. I'm handling business on both sides of the building because of the lack of people in town. Would you like to stay? It's 50 coins. Yeah, sure, why not? Just because you're my buddy. You're my boy, Cecil. Final Fantasy IV is one of my favorites. Probably my second favorite after 6. That will be LP'd eventually. Just like I plan to eventually go back to 6. I'm like I think 19, 20 episodes into 6. Again, I don't mean to let these series lapse. It just kind of happens. Oh, I have the bazooka equipped. Okay. Now, it's important to save there. And this isn't an exaggeration. Probably the hardest boss in the game is coming up. And I say that with 2 caveats. One, you aren't crazy like me and super leveled Crush. And 2, you don't have a decent throw. I mean, even the bronze spear as a thrown weapon is honestly fine. But this next boss is an absolute monster, and here it is. No, it's just an old lady. My alchemy business is all but dried up. I'm thinking of retiring. You're such a cutie. Ugh. Let me teach you a useful alchemy formula. It requires 1 acorn and 2 parts water. Regrowth. Honestly, not a huge fan of it. I'm not going to equip it. Let's see what she has before I... yep, some acorns. Now, regrowth is just like regen in the Final Fantasy games. You cast it, and it restores a little bit of hit point, a few hit points every second. The nice thing is, it doesn't wear off naturally. If I had 1 hit point here and I cast regrowth, and I stood still or even just ran around town, my hit points keep ticking up until they maxed out. Nice. However, regrowth does end if an enemy hits you. So, it's not an effective way to cure. It cancels out if an enemy hits you, and just casting heal is more than sufficient. So, it's never a spell I really use that much. I mean, I would assume that it heals more per second as you level it up, but I just don't see the use for it. I mean, if it lasted, let's say it lasted like 30 seconds, no matter what, then I could see it being useful. But since it ends when an enemy hits you, I mean, that's why you want to have it on, so you can negate the damage that's done to you. So, your mileage, I say this pretty much with all alchemy spells in this game, your mileage may vary. Something I hate might be something you absolutely love. I forgot that just lowers for us. And something I love, you might absolutely hate. So I can see some people I can't believe he hasn't leveled up speed up, or or defend, stuff like that. Do I go downstairs? Let's explore. Some brimstone, thank God. Some feathers. A couple of acorns. That boss should be coming up, right? Is it? I always forget. Okay, here he is. This is the Verminator. I'm king of the rats, I tell you, king of the rats. I'm claiming this castle in the name of disease-carrying vermin everywhere. Prepare to be plagued. Now, I'll just show it off. One of the reasons this guy is tough, the dog can't hit him. And he hits like a freaking truck. Did you see how much damage that did? Keep in mind we were both at full life. The dog can't hit him, and you can't hit him with melee weapons, so you either need a leveled up spear. Oh yeah, that's pretty much just let him get a few shots off just to show why he's hard. I mean, you just noticed I did 180. Oh shit! That was close. Do you see? He just keeps going. I should be dead if not for the fact that I had that heal queued up. So you basically need to beat him at his own game. He only has 4,000 hit points, which is the good news. And he actually, if you really want to get cheaty, a little trick, I didn't tell you this. Well, one, Horus's aura magic is really useful here. Because it negates the... I did determine that it is the next one hit that it negates. But he's actually extremely weak to Fire Eyes. See? Fire Eyes will do 999 damage to him. All of her spells do, as far as I'm aware. So Shazam. So if you don't blitz the hell out of this guy, he is going to just kill you. I mean, you saw it. He almost killed me, if not for the fact that I had heal queued up. Yay! Yeah, that boss fight is no joke. I remember he crushed me the first time I played this game. This place is just like the other cast, only not quite as clean and in one piece. This is Tinker. Halt, stop, wait! Who are you? What do you want? I'm Shin, and this is my dog, Dog. We've been sent here by the Queen of Ivor Tower. She wants us to open the drawbridge. An imposter sent you here, and she wants you to open our drawbridge. This won't do. We can't have this. Please, I implore you, before you do anything rash, come with me. There's someone that you must meet. Sadly, this part's automatic, otherwise there's an alchemy formula I'd go get. There's actually several alchemy formulas in this area. Oh, excuse me. Please follow these stairs and speak to Her Highness. Queen Bluegarden, what are you doing here? I'm sorry, have we met? Yeah, in Ivor Tower, don't you remember? Oh, you met the imposter, my evil twin. Wow, this is like what happens in the two Dr. Ids. We found evil twins everywhere. First there were Fire Eyes, and Elizabeth and her evil twin, then Horace, and now you. Elizabeth, Horace, you've met the others. Are you from Podunk too? Yes. You were part of an experiment in the mansion on the hill? Yes. And something went terribly wrong? Yes. And I've been stuck here ever since. It hasn't been that bad until a few months ago, anyway. That's when my twin appeared, locked me in the dungeon, and took my place. Then she presented the king with a hypnotic puppet show, which sent him into a trance. Remember? We saw that when I wandered into that room in the other castle. That guy that was just nodding like a zombie, that was the king. With the king in his couch potato state, the imposter could scheme right under his nose. By the time I got out of the dungeon, she had moved the kingdom across the ravine. How long did it take you to get out? She moved an entire country worth of people across the bridge and built a new kingdom. That is no good. Of course. Sounds like a good idea. Yes, and she insists that we call her Camellia. Alright, we have another person to call on. Shield, I believe, raises your defense. Plague, just like what it sounds like, plagues an enemy, so their hit points continually drain. Hypnotize, I think confuses enemies. Don't quote me. I might not have ever used that spell. I rarely use call beads. And Shockwave is just another screen effect attack. I'm just gonna make a quick trip down to see if I can get that alchemy formula now. I don't know if it triggers off of talking to Tinker or not. Make a left. Should be a person standing against the wall somewhere. Well, there's a chest either way. 5 parts oil. Damn, it's not here. These stairs don't go anywhere. Unless he's down here. Pretty sure he's not, though. Oh, that's nice. 500 coins. I'll take that. Is it you? Hi, I'm the smartest boy I ever keep. I bet you're not as smart as me. Guess the number of mop on my hands and I'll give you something. What's your guess? This is not the boy I'm thinking of. This must be back in Ivory Tower. Because there's, yeah, it must be back in Ivory Tower. So this is actually, I mean, this is something I want, but it's just not the thing I thought it was. So, let's say 3. Oh, yeah? Really? Fine, we'll do this the cheap way. See, that's the annoying thing. He doesn't even say anything. It just takes you to the alchemy switch screen, so you're like, what? What's going on? Do I really need revive on the bar? I mean, I really don't. Now, I see what that is. We got some super heal. Actually, that might be the thing I'm thinking of. I might just remember the riddle wrong. Yeah, it is. Yep. You see, when I answered wrong, he said he was working on a formula to age people. Well, if you come back again, he's an old man. And he'll say the same thing. I'm working on a formula to bring eternal youth or something. And then you come back again, and he's a kid. It switches back and forth. If he's a kid, the number of marbles in his hand is the smaller number. If he's an adult, the number of marbles in his hand is the bigger number. Alright. Oh yeah, right, super heal. I should probably talk about it. It's awesome. Its ingredients aren't too hefty. So you see I already have 22 uses off of it. 2 parts ethanol, 1 part acorn. Again, not a huge fan of attack spells and heal spells using the same thing, but it's only 1 acorn, and I have multiple other heal spells at this point. So Super Heal 1 automatically targets both characters. You can't just target the hero, you can't just target the dog, it automatically targets both. So, now the thing about Super here, can't talk, that it doesn't tell you is that it also, I could have taken it off my bar, Super Heal also has a cure spell embedded in it, so it actually heals status ailments as well. Not only does it fully heal both your guys, but it cures status ailments, which makes it the best healing spell in the game. I still like having multiple heal spells on the bar because they use different ingredients, and depending on what other alchemies you end up with on your bar, some of them might make more sense than others to use. Wow, what cool windows. The pictures seem almost alive. Dramatic pause. It must be a trick of the light. What is it, dog? What's wrong? Oh my god, boss fight! Not really. These are just regular guys. This is kind of Tinker's security system, he calls it. That's just sad. Really? Okay, it's on. Double confounded, so that means I'm back to normal, right? Give Lance some love. Alright. Phew. Those guys were a pain in the glass. Shut up. Sup, Tink? Hello again, friend. I should send my little security measures in the hall to give you too much trouble. I will introduce myself. My name is Tinker Tinderbox. I deal with scientific matters, mechanical inventions, alchemy formulas. I trust that the Queen has told you about our imposter in Ivory Tower? Yeah, we've been encountering evil twins ever since we left Podunk. Oh, you're from the same place that our Queen hails from. Yeah, there's an abandoned mansion just outside of town. Dog chased a cat in the old place and I followed him. The cat wasn't there anymore, but we did find a strange machine in an old laboratory. The machine zapped us to another lab that looked a lot like the old one. Only this lab was in some sort of space station. There were two people there. One was a scientist, Dr. Professor Ruffleberg. The other one looked like it may have been his butler. I'm not really sure what happened after that, but we ended up on Evermore. And we've been here ever since. I think I know this place in space that you speak of. I've seen it through my telescope. If you want to go back to Podunk, you'll probably find the way up there. And I think I know how you can get there, too. But first, the men at head of the imposter. The Queen wants us to go back to Ivory Tower and stop her twin from causing more trouble. That sounds like a good idea. The imposter is scheming at this very moment. Take a look. And of course, this is obviously the most amazing telescope in the world because it carries sound, apparently. I have orders from above, Aronio. We are to find a device that produces a special kind of energy. It is somewhere in the kingdom, but there's no specific information as to its whereabouts. It's not an energy core below a giant chessboard, I swear. My superior has ordered me to do whatever it takes to find it, even if we must tear the kingdom apart, piece by piece. But, Your Highness, won't the citizens be suspicious? I'll deal with those cretins when the time comes. Now, let's find that device. Yeah, she is, Megan. Let's go visit Gomi. Have black pastures to the north. How do I get? Oh, okay, he's giving us an axe. Purchase ingredients. He sells ethanol. He sells iron. Acorn's a decent price. Stock up on a little bit more iron because we got a ton of money all of a sudden. Don't know if I have anything that needs brimstone now, but okay. I think that's all from you. Holy crap, you talk way too much. Alright, a couple things in here. One, his chest, which has the Night Basher. Nice shiny axe. That's going to get us through those barriers. Yeah, there it is. A little bit weaker than the lance, but alright, now I want to read this book. Get an explosion, which is pretty much what it... I hate that it says destroys barriers. That makes it sound like you can use it to get through those things, and you can't. An explosion is pretty much what it sounds like. It's just a big boom. I guess I should show it off. Take off here. 2 parts of ethanol, 1 part ash. I better stock up. The other thing we want, I believe it's this bookcase. Slow burn I actually used a little bit in my original first or second playthrough of the game. It's not a horrible spell. I guess I'll just, again, show it off. I mean, I might as well. Just, I mean, that's part of what this whole project's for, to show stuff off. Think of it kind of like a poison spell, except a little stronger. Alright. I'm going to take us down to the sewer, and we're probably going to call it a day. Yeah, we're already... well over 20 minutes at the very least. Now we got well-stocked and healing alchemy. That's the most important thing. I keep wanting to call alchemy magic, and it's clearly 2 different things. Although I stick by calling alchemy spells. Okay, so I can experiment on these things. Explosion. Pretty simple. Slow burn. Looks. Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking of a different spell. Does 8 damage, and a couple seconds later does more damage. So it's basically like a poison spell. I do kind of like the animation for explosion. It makes it kind of makes it look like You know, oh, now if I can, just have it displayed again. That makes it look like it's sprinkling powder on them that explodes. I kind of like that. Okay, so now our job is to get back to the sewers, which is not that way. What's it up here? That's the only way. Oh, so tired. It's probably the last episode I recorded today. Which is meaningless to you because you have no idea how many episodes I've recorded today. The answer is 4. Okay, I always forget where I come from once I get to this point. Gotta start checking for secret entrances. Well, once we gotta pass Cecil's first, which is right there. And what, am I drunk? It wasn't right there? Must have been right here then. I'll see how the game remembers which door it was. So now we want to go back to the sewer. Now that we have, I'm just going to demonstrate this and then we're going to call it a day. Shazam! Alright. That's going to do it. I think there might be another alchemist down here. But we'll find that out next time. We're going to go through here. We're going to go talk to Gomi. We're going to make a very dramatic return trip to Ivory Keep. And I'll see you then, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.